Hex maniac. Oh my god. Her and a horse. Porn is one of the only forms of online entertainment that doesn't play ads midway through the video. Not sure if this is actually not safe for work, but I still decided to play it safe. Could you imagine? You're watching porn while stroking. You can feel your awesome build, and you've timed it so that you can finish at the same time as the actors. Their pace quickens, and they both start to moan in pleasure, and you know the end is near. You quicken your stroke just as an ad starts, and you blow your load to an Olive Garden commercial. Thompson, a 50-year-old father of two, spent 2 decades at United Health Group before his shocking death. Tributes are pouring in from co-workers and public officials in his home state of Minnesota. Who is Brian Thompson, the United Healthcare CEO gunned down in New York, waiting for prior authorization before deciding if this is sad or not. Guessing this event will not be covered under my grief policy due to pre-existing grief for worthy causes. So my dad just offered me beer. I'm 16. Okay. I hate this generation bruh. My dad offered me beer. Like, okay. My dad literally used to offer me head jobs. He's in jail now, but it's normal for dads to ask you to do stuff. You're not gonna die because your dad offered you beer. Little to me. The NYPD is asking the public for help identifying the man who is believed to have killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Yeah, I'm not in network to be seeing him. Well, Americans, I'm amazed. Turns out you can in fact improve healthcare with unregulated gun laws. Can you groom me? I'm 17. You took too long. I grew up. Me in real life. Me thinking about that one t-shirt I haven't seen in a while. Ash looks like he just nutted in Pikachu, and he's about to leave him a single father. This is the way. Ability. Hidden potential. A good teacher. So you're telling me that a good teacher is supposed to linger your bottom? Picture of Dave Blunt and his girl has gone viral. This mother ducker ate the last 4 hoes he had. Or 392-year-old Greenland shark in the Arctic Ocean has been wandering the ocean since 1627. He really watched the slave trade in progress and did nothing. Your app name is Lil plus the last reason you were in the hospital. Don't think right people should be doing this. Lil blood when I dart. 2 teachers charged after having their son with 16-year-old student. Lucky him. I lost my bitch and city in their son with my teachers. Unlucky for me, I was homeschooled by my uncle and my dad. Now the sharks can have their vegetables too. Straight guys, imagine a genie gives your wife or girlfriend a pens for 20 minutes, her wish. During that 20 minutes, she says she wants a blowjob, just to know what it's like. Would you do it? Is that guy, or is there a genie rule? Are you rubbing your lamp furiously whilst typing that? Ask me anything, but then edit the comment to make me look bad. Who do you have sex dreams about? Emma Watson when she was a child. It's not edited. You probably moisturize your hands with cram. Support the family of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. He's looking up at us right now. Thea, Dad, I got a girl pregnant. Cliff, was she awake? Thea, yes, Dad, what the duck? There was absolutely no reason to design this Mickey Mouse camera like this. Mickey spreading that mussy like a good boy. Bulk lives matter. I want everyone to know I downvoted this comment exclusively because I'm recess, not because it was the 4th comment. Just wanted to clear up any potential confusion. This is what the Japanese in Nagasaki saw falling in 1945. They will always remember your kindness, man. They have photographic memory. The crows have photographic memory. They will never forget your kindness. Which table are you sitting at? 7. So I can use plankton as a condo as I write the key. Guys, sad Hulk memes are no longer allowed on r/memes. Bro, these new rules are ace. Definitely not a Psy meeting. The cute girl, after you get to know her more, let me fix her. Would, I'd still smash. If this guy tried killing Trump, then Trump would be dead. I don't think so. Trump has the reflexes of a jungle cat and the penile girth of a blue whale. The assassin would be dead and sodomized before he could have gotten a second shot off. I may or may not write very sexual, very violent Trump Atlantica in my spare time. What it lacks in quality, it makes up for in cram. What a terrible day to have eyes. You should read my work in braille. Your lingers will be sticky by the time you're done. 15 cases of helium seasides. So dealt by gas seems to be popular in Germany. Old habits die hard. What's the difference between a police officer and a bullet? When a bullet kills someone else, you know it's been fired. That joke is so dark it's gonna get shot by a cop. What would you do in this situation? Better question is what will the monster do when I start to whip my clock out? Tonight's family activity, taking our pet Spam out on a walk. Overgrown tentacular discharge is more appropriate in my opinion. The Dani tribe in Indonesia is known for the practice of linger amputation in mourning. Cutting portions of lingers off when a loved one ice. Me and the boys absolutely passed when the 21st person in the tribe kicks the bucket. You know what comes next. The delusion is real. When I look up his salary and it's under 400k, she is the type of woman those Saudi princes hire for a weekend to lock in a cage and pass on. Does anyone actually love themselves? Loving yourself seems like such an impossible goal to have. So many people hate themselves and who they are. Sometimes it feels like everyone hates themselves. I did in public. Now I have a restraining order. The green girl is kinda. Bro, she is like 12. Expired. You really can't make any slip ups as a parent. Human development is crazy. Like you can tell your kid your art looks stupid and 20 years later they have to dress like a German shepherd during slacks. There are worse instances of someone being told they're a bad artist. Imagine getting blicked by a cutie patootie. Bet not run up on Emily at Barnes and Nobles. She got some for ya. My phone volume was 0 and I was shocked there was no sound at all lol. Use this one weird trick to become a successful assassin. Health insurance CEOs hate this one trick. I swear I don't have a big nut, but if I can see it moving, when I'm in a skinny chick I'm gonna press on it at least once. You'd be doing a service. Cervix. I didn't like how none of the videos have audio, so I fixed it. He can shoot a seed in me next. To be fair, if you texture people correctly, their screams do sound incredibly rhythmic. You do have a point. New music genre unlocked. Getting the genie to guarantee that no negative consequences will occur as a result of my wishes, and then wishing for something self-incidentally catastrophic like less gravity or no sun just to feel something. Seems pretty easy to mitigate. Less gravity, no sun, the earth stays warm and gains sunlight from magic instead. Okay, my second wish is that all birth canals are sealed shut and babies just have to chew their way out. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Initial release date, September 11th 2006. Mr. President, a second Lego Star Wars has hit the shelves. Who doesn't like Nepal cookies? 10 over 10. Biscuitites. Should be marked not safe for work. Imagine getting a box with tiny who cares inside for your butch day. Barbie but awesome. Barbie doll, now with flashlight. They're alive so you can have even more fun. Now with titties. What is a substance you'll never touch again, and why? I once made very strong Canna-Beast brownies for my dying grandmother. I didn't want her to have to eat much, so I made the butter with quality bud. I tried a piece the size of 2 sugar cubes, the same time she did. Well, in about an hour, time stopped, and I went fetal. The next 3 hours were spent looking at colors swirl across my ceiling, while I hung on for dear life. My grandmother had the greatest time just watching a man play slots for hours. The problem was that the man was just a pile of books in the corner of her room. Why would the Grim Reaper need a scythe if he can kill people by just touching them? Because he is the Grim Reaper and he needs a scythe to reap. Otherwise he would be known as the Grim Thatcher and that might get him on a list. Who is connecting to deep? Bot talking about grape. Not me because I don't sexually assault women. Me on the other hand. Who do you think is the most unlikable act? I cannot stand Jada Pinkett Smith. The only bullet Tupac dodged. Donated. Through super chat. Ooh, why does the stream say I'm from Norway? What a. He clearly says the word off camera. Good. Who doesn't? Rude lies in the shop. Does he have extra damage to bulk brawlers? Now it feels good for boys too. especially the ones like me that think it feels amazing on our nuts. Back in my frat days, we used to all take turns sitting on the jet. There'd be a line around the bulk. We'd sit there, let the water fill up our bits, as long as we could hold it. Called it bloating. Then turn around like Squirtle and blast a jet stream at the guy over there. No home. What the duck did I just read? And they say romance is dead. We are like the best family ever. HR on the first day. We are like family here. Me after getting ducked by co-workers in every possible way. We're family. We are like a family here. Company is based in Alabama. OP gets ducked by co-workers. We're surprise. Bro, if you don't want it, don't complain. Just say no. Some of us would love a handy dandy. Hello there. From your own ad though. I should clarify that. Cherry pie. Pumpkin pie. Apple pie. Cutie pie. Nap cream. A rant is due. I'm back. I thought the title said rent is due. I'm bulk. Yodget is Satan's duck puppet. Kinda like Pluto with Goofy. Kinda like what now? You can't tell me that Pluto isn't doing one of those pet playthings. He runs around meek, barking like a dog, and getting booty blasted by everyone else in the clubhouse. Hi, yeah. Quick question. What the duck is wrong with you? North Korean troops in Russia are starving in Kursk region. Nothing beats hometown cooking. Best part is that they can have all the seconds they want. Balls deep for some fellas just ain't that deep. Then they should start with their toes and shimmy in like a sleeping bag. Shut nurse. Just because they are apastes doesn't mean they're bad at their job. I know you're being sarcastic, but I'm 100% going to call them bad at their job if they cannot provide care without providing ripe as well. That's my primary ripe care provider you're talking about. Somehow, Tumblr users both have the powers of prophecy and of ancient knowledge. Long story short, she muzzle-loaded her egg with baby rabbit parts and pretended to give birth to them. Half Verstappen. Formula 0.5. My friend died. Give him a blow and should be fine. Fighting a ginger in the dark, under artificial light. Butch please. It's a natural habitat and we will be claiming a soul today. Gotta take what you don't have. I wish I knew how to quit him. King James. Brokeback Bro Mountain. Yeehaw. Bron doing the reserve cowgrill. Considering this is being recorded in an apartment, imagine getting back from a hard day of work and then hearing I wanna eat my peep above or below you. I'm pretty sure Vsauce knows the entire process of making methamphetamine. It is hardly a secret. Preparing ethyl ether. Warning, ethyl ether is very flammable and is heavier than air. Do not use ethyl ether near flame or non-sparkless motors. It is also an anesthetic and can cause respiratory collapse if you inhale too much. It's a few minutes worth of difference, who cares? The twins will. I know twins that argue all the time about that because their parents won't tell who was born first. Damn, I guess my lack of siblings is really showing here. Produce some then. Jerry takes revenge on a heckler. The fire. Seinfeld. Around 10 years later, Kramer would also take his own revenge on a heckler. I agree Baker, but his two are actually bad. The Eagles got to the SB with Hurts, and not to say Hurts is bad, but he definitely isn't elite. Give these guys the Eagles roster and I think Baker and Tua can take them to the SB. He's just too fragile, very weak arm, and is pretty slow too. Too small. He keeps taking hits to the head, and he's going to find that retard strength and be launching balls 100 yards. Where do you draw the line? If you can confidently identify where on this chart the other person is, it's too close. You know what? That's a pretty good metric. Now time to lobotomize myself, so I can't identify her as my sister anymore. Jankler needs mommy's milk. Batman comes to give him his self-milked, highly nutritious bat milk. Jankler then says, "Batmama, I love milkies." Batman loves this and gives him another batch of sticky bat milk. The next day, Jankler is stronger and funnier. Mama, I require milk. And thus the Jankler drinks bat milk every day. For info, bat milk is highly nutritious and very delicious. It's creamy and sticky. Honestly, I'd recommend not turning on the perfect mod. I find it really jarring and puts me out of my rhythm to be forced out instantly. Shut just jump scares the duck out of me. Same with sudden doubt. I genuinely almost choked a delt once because of sudden doubt. Sudden doubt in real life. Are there or can people that are into this music also be environmentally sensitive or biophilic? High death metal people. You know, many people feel or resonate with music, and perhaps it may even be spiritual, connecting with one's soul, right? I bet most people who really like or resonate with this death metal type of music would not be too biophilic or like care for the environment and all living creatures. But is it possible for people who really feel or resonate with death metal, and there may be more anti-life sounding genres, but also truly be loving or supportive of life, long-term holistic environmental sustainability, like a deep green environmentalist is, for example? Yes, I compost all my victims. 9th 9 red balloons go by Call the Troops in a Hurry. This it boy, this is war Nina, now that's what I call music. Haters love this song. Nina has got hairy armpits, poor she stinks of Belbo, get some deodorant, love you smell better, shave yourself with a shave. Message me if you like the song and video. Anyone, thank you. What the duck died. The 10th pic in your gallery is what killed you. It's a picture of young Stalin. I die from the raging direction I get when I look at him. What the duck, a wholesome award. I promise, I will be back one day. I will take you out of here, mommy. Of course you will, my little hero. Nom nom bacon. Give me your worst pickup line. Can I sleep in your bed? I've shut in mine. I don't know why people use lotion to masturbate, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. I use thermal paste, so my hand and peen exchange heat at an efficient rate. I can also do roleplay as the Silver Surfer. If I get 1000 likes, I duck my aunt. Give him 1000 dislikes, and he will duck his uncle. Who is this? Wrong answers only. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Malaysia Flight 103. How would you survive on just $5 a week? I would not. Amateur. You can go to a bank, exchange that $5 with pennies and put that money in a sock and assault someone with it to go to jail. You can survive a week with only $5. You see a nuclear bomb in the sky coming real fast. What you do? Run under it and present my gaping ace hole to nuclear daddy. This is why God has left us. If you got a big nut, how you tuck that into your pants? Like that guy holding the biggest nut record, 13 inches. I'm just like how? By folding. People who like their ramen soupy. People who like their ramen noodly. People who eat their ramen straight from the package. Just eat the ramen raw and drink boiling water. Snort the seasoning. Shove the fork up your ace. After Slex, she asks, what are we? How do you reply? Depends. If she isn't my wife, then we are in trouble. It's your sister. What's your answer now? Tell me your favorite game, and I'll guess where you are from. Hint: heaven. Vatican. Girls aren't real. They are just robots sent by the government to steal our crap. Yo, I wanna become a crap stealing robot. That sounds like a great premise for a hit. What are some movies that absolutely turn you on? Madagascar 2. That giraffe is so ducking slexy. Yes. A cucumber and Odo are cold. A Pens is nice and warm. Microwave? I doubt most women would be able to fit a microwave in there. But mom, I don't wanna visit grandpa. Shut up and keep digging. What are some fun non-sexual things to do? Neek. Drinking mead is surprisingly fun, but often leads to unplanned sex. Yeah, that's why I don't visit my dad much anymore. Adults are probably spanked more than children nowadays. That's why I run around slapping children. Gotta equal out those numbers. God bless the hero the world needs. Me trying to go to sleep. My dog clicking his balls very loud. Click your balls even louder to assert dominance. You left a bag in a public place. What would be its contents that would make you not bother going back to recover it? A bomb. What coochie taste like? Be realistic. None of that cotton candy bullshit. PlayStation Heat. I got fired from my job at the spam bank. My boss didn't like me saying, "Get a load of this guy," whenever someone walked in the door. Well, at least you weren't caught drinking on the job. Alright, time to close Reddit. Hi, I'm Dora. Send you let my solve thes puzzle, please. Well, like my sister always says, that's the wrong hole. Roll up the window quick. Nah, keep it open. We skipped breakfast for a reason. Everyone get your utensils. You have the power to get rich by eating babies. One baby is $100,000. Do I get money for the babies I've already eaten? Or is it just from now on? What? He knows what he said. What is something you did once and never again? When I was 10-ish years old, I knew about sexual things, and when you find smutty magazines and porno mags, you grow up believing that you're gonna have sex all the time with every random person. After shaving what small pubes I had, I rubbed toothpaste all over thinking, yeah, the girls will like this. Did I think it'd taste better? Smell better? I have no idea. All I know is it stung. I had a cool mint nut for hours. What is something you can say during sex and at a museum? It's been dead for hundreds of years. The sounds male video game characters make when getting hit. The sounds female video game characters make when getting hit. That's why I hit women. 13-year-olds, when they find out their pens isn't just for peeing. Greatest discovery of all time. Piffed, 13. I was 7 when I found out that you could slap cats in the face with it.